What is happening, people, and welcome to today's video where one of you is going to win a $500 gift card to Barbell Apparel. Thank you very much to Barbell for sponsoring the video. But how this is going to work is if you've spent any money at all at neverstate.com from September 11th all the way up to my next upcoming video, meaning that you could still get in on this if you would like, then that means you're entered. The way that I'm running it is for every $25 that you've spent, then you get one entry. So if you bought a program, you have one entry. If you bought two programs, you have two entries. If you bought something like a coaching call, then you have 5 entries. I'm gonna take all these entries, mix them up, choose one at random, and that person is gonna get a $500 gift card just for the loyalty of being around me. This is something that I'm gonna try to do pretty regularly so that more people can kind of, as my viewers, you guys can gain something from me being sponsored other than just little discount codes and stuff like that. So if you've already bought something from now all the way back to September 11th, then you're already entered. You don't need to do anything else. If you still want to get in on this and you're looking for a program or a coaching call or something like that, then jump over to neverstate.com, make a purchase, and you'll automatically be entered. I'll have all of your emails that way, and then I'll be able to choose a winner and easily get you a gift card. So hopefully that's going to be cool for absolutely everybody. For right now, let's jump into the training. All right, so basically what you guys are seeing here is the first real workouts that I was doing after I found out that my bicep was ruptured and that my rotator cuff was torn. This first time actually getting after it again. And these first couple videos are just seeing where I'm at. Like this 185 double on the American cambered bar, which isn't as heavy as I wanted, but it's better than I was before because I was in so much pain. This is just a pause deadlift at 585 with the straps, but I do not feel nearly as strong with straps as I do with the over-under, so literally I throw the straps away after this, and later in the video you'll see me doing stuff without straps. But I am very proud of this. This is a 305 for a double on the Duffalo bar, which is the first time me benching with a straight bar and without any pain. So not only was that heavier than I was expecting to go, but it was without pain, so that was huge. And yes, shocker, I am doing running. And no, I'm not doing running because everyone else and their brother right now is doing running. I am doing it because I'm 43 years old, and I figure a little bit of aerobic, steady state cardio isn't gonna hurt my heart at all. And I'm just also a little bit running away from some fat. A little bit fatter than I'd like to be right now. So that is what it is. Now, giant set for this day were the grenade pull up to 2 sandbag to shoulder and then to the Zercher squat. So the cool part about this, you're just gonna see a Zercher squat here, but the cool part about the grenade pull-ups as well as the sandbag shoulders, this is the first time I've been able to do these since I've been hurt. The grenade pull-ups kind of really activate my bicep a lot, so I was able to do that without any pain there. I know it was only sets of 5, so I wasn't like knocking it out of the park, but that's better than I've been doing. And then I have not been able to take a sandbag to my shoulder since I did a sandbag and tore my bicep. So very, very exciting. That's actually the same exact sandbag that I tore doing extension on my bicep. Funny part about this set here is because I'm doing this video for Barbell Apparel, Elena needed to get some shots of me, some still shots. So she is walking around with camera getting still shots while I'm holding up this Zercher squat, and it was not nearly as easy. I didn't think it would be that bad, but that was tough. You see me just letting out a big like woo there because it was not an easy thing to just stand there like that. I'm super, super pumped about being able to do these things again, and I was so excited about everything going on this day that my brain went somewhere else and I forgot. My plan was to throw my belt after that last set, 315 with that long hold. I was gonna throw my belt, I was gonna hit 405 here, but I forgot my belt, right? It still goes, but a lot harder than it should have been. It wasn't bad, the speed wasn't bad, but yeah, I stopped there because that was a lot harder than I wanted it to be. Then, assistance was nothing more than 10 sets each side, not 10 sets, 10 reps each side of the gorilla row and the glute ham raise. So 10 reps each side and then 10 after that. After that, while I was stripping down the barbell, I went to 315 and just decided to go every minute on the minute for 10 minutes, which I thought wouldn't be too bad. But if you guys actually watch, you'll see the bar, I keep offsetting incorrectly and it's slipping over to the right. And it happens again and again, unfortunately for me, but good weight and a good lots of reps for me getting 315. So that hopefully my Zercher squat starts going up very soon. I'm going to go kind of into like an RPM kind of thing. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about this in a little bit, about what I'm going to do, but yeah. So yes, this day I was actually doing 30 seconds of running, then 30 seconds of walking, just kind of like active recovery. I don't want to run too fast right now. It's almost like a fast jog. It's not quite a run because I don't want to pull a hamstring. I'm just not used to running. Unfortunately for me, it's not something that I've really been doing, but it is something I would love to tell you that I'm enjoying it, but I'm not. I absolutely hate it. I despise running. I hate everything about it, but I know it's good for me, so I'm doing a little bit of that. So, all right, now this day, I was mixing up the offset carry with the pause squat and then the halo, the plate halo here. The reason why I was doing pause squat is because I was not feeling my best this day. I actually spent the entire day in bed prior to this, and my wife was like, hey, I'm gonna go up to the gym and work out. Do you wanna come with me? And I was like, you know what? I'll just see what's gonna happen with the pause squat. I think I'm gonna do an entire another video about the pause squat and why you should pause your squat, pause your deadlift and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna get too much into that right now. But one of the main reasons why I do a pause squat is if I'm not feeling my best, then it is inherently a little bit lighter. So then I don't feel so bad about myself if I can't hit any big numbers or stuff like that. But this day, I was feeling very, very washed out, like I just didn't have it. So I worked up to, here's 405, which didn't feel terrible. Really, my main goal for the day was make sure that my pauses were absolute pauses, that they weren't just kind of like little blips, that are very, very, very distinct, and just trying to keep my form in check as much as I possibly could. As I moved up, the next jump is to 500 pounds, which normally is not that big of a deal for me. That's kind of the weight throughout the workout where I'm like, okay, this is going to tell whether I'm going to have a good day or bad day. That is this weight right here. And even though it doesn't move terribly, it was not where I wanted to be. So I moved on from there. I ended up doing sets of 16 with the 6-pound dumbbells of lunges. So 1, 1, 2, 2. So 16 each side. And then I was going over and doing some rows with the long pause there, just trying to get my back and bicep working together, and also trying to get a bunch of blood to that bicep to keep healing it. As far as pain goes with the rotator cuff and the bicep, it is absolutely amazing. When the bicep tore, I instantly felt relief as far as pain goes, and it really hasn't come back that much. I will still feel some twinges of pain here and there when I move my arm in certain ways, but that makes sense. I have a torn rotator cuff and a bunch of arthritis in there as well, so it makes sense that I get little twinges of pain, but I can live with that. Now, since the 500-pound squat did not go as well as I wanted, I actually wanted to go up 585, I decided that I would go mid-work day yesterday. I just got done moving a bunch of firewood, and I had to cut the grass. And I was right next to the gym, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do some deadlifts and some Z presses and see how it goes. So that's why you see me in my full-blown work clothes there. Yes, the Z press is lighter than really I would like it to be, but I am going with a straight bar, which is something that was literally impossible prior because of the pain in my shoulder. And then there is 500 pounds. After this, I didn't know where I wanted to go. I was like, you know what? I could jump to 585, but I already hit that in the recent past. So let's go a little bit heavier. Let's just throw 20 extra pounds on, jump up to the 605 and see what happens. You know it's a big deal if the suspenders are off. Suspenders came down, the belt came on, 605, moved shockingly well considering how bad I felt during the 500-pound squat from just like the day before. So yeah, I finished up the rest of the day. Oh yeah, here's my best Z press of the day was 145 pounds. Which seems like a pretty light weight for me. I think my best Z press ever was like 275 for 1 or 2, maybe even a set of 5. But yeah, that might not even be true. It might even be more than that. The weight's not impressive, but I'm very, very happy to be able to do it and do it without pain. Then I went into suitcase deadlift, just finishing up. Every minute on the minute, I was doing 5 reps each side, and that ended up being absolutely brutal. The suitcase deadlift, underrated exercise. Absolutely love it, and I feel like doing farmers heavy, but I'm afraid to put that much stress on my bicep yet. So I'm doing a lot of farmers related things like the offset carries and these farmer walks and stuff. But yeah, really not in much pain at all. I feel like training is going awesome. I am super stoked about just being back in the gym and being motivated to actually do stuff. My plan right now is, now that I know that I can do stuff and I've got some ideas of kind of where some 1 rep maximums and some 2 rep maximums are, then I'm probably gonna kind of cruise into like an RPM program for probably like 6 to 8 weeks to try to lock in my form, make sure I'm doing everything correctly, because right now what I want to do is keep adding weight on the bar and adding weight on the bar, and if I do that, I'm gonna end up with another injury, right? So I'm gonna go to my RPM program. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a lot of every minute on the minute work for form, as well as dropping body fat and building up conditioning and doing things like that. It's kind of a bridge program between 2 hard programs. So I'm gonna run that for probably like 6 or 8 weeks, and then I'm gonna go into something serious and see where that takes me. But I'm super pumped about my training, and especially training without any pain. So I thank you guys so much. I thank you guys for watching the video. For if you're still with me, I thank you so much for the support. And again, someone is going to walk away from this video with a $500 gift certificate. I will be announcing during the next video who wins this this prize. I guess we'll call it a prize. Yeah, it's just a way to say thank you to all of you, and thank you very much to Barbell Apparel for sponsoring the video and just taking good care of me with all the clothes and stuff. I really like them. Those pants that I was working out in are Barbell Apparel pants, and I can squat in them, I can do everything in them like normal. So I thank you guys so much for absolutely everything. I will catch up with you later in the week. Until I do go out to something amazing in my lives, keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. I'll see you then.